This Civic Media podcast is sponsored by UW Organ and Tissue Donation. Organ donations are desperately needed, and now is the right time to become an organ donor. Talk to your family. Get the dot. Save lives. Go to heroicdeed.com.
Coming to Northeast Wisconsin live from the Civic Media Studios and featuring TV and radio broadcast veteran John Mino, along with the City of Green Bay's longest-serving mayor, Jim Schmidt. This is Mino and the Mayor.
Begin the day with a friendly voice, a companion unobtrusive.
And here are your hosts, John Mino and Jim Schmidt.
That still hurts.
What was going on in there?
I was just telling him, I said,
One of his favorite singers died yesterday.
Right.
Who's that?
Peter Yarble.
Oh,
And I like Peter Paul Mayer. They've been here a number of times. Did you see those guys? Did you see them?
Okay, Jim, I'm going to say this one more time.
No, you were living here then. This wasn't that. They were at the Widener.
The Carlton burned
No,
down
this
about 2 months after I moved to Green Bay.
They were at the Widener, and then Peter came back and did kind of a interact with the kids over
okay.
at, not East.
Did they do Where Have All the Flowers
yeah,
Gone?
they were one of the groups that did that.
That
Yep.
just and that's kind of a cool story. So they're all from Greenwich Village, right? New York.
Folk singers?
And some guy, but
Is this Puff the Magic Dragon?
It
yes,
is.
that was his big song.
Yeah.
I mean, but really leaving on a jet plane, put him on the map.
Kind of ironic, huh? You worked that show and you were puffing the Magic Dragon.
Remember, Matt from the Meyer Theater was talking about when he was at the Meyer Theater?
Oh, and he was really nice to everybody or
super
something like
nice.
that?
And they had that thing
Group
before.
get together?
Yep. He does those group hugs.
This
guy-
guy's a big hugger.
No.
I don't like the group hug things
No,
at
this
all.
guy was-
You know what else I hate? Number one ookie thing that I ever had to do? Sign of peace in church. I hate that.
Shaking
People
hands
love-
and stuff?
people
I
love
don't like that
COVID.
either.
Actually, in our day, when that first, do you remember how that started, Jim?
Yeah.
You had to put your hands on the other person's shoulder. The peace of Christ. Or something like that, remember? Yeah. You have to put your hands on their shoulders.
Yeah.
To people you don't know. It was like, I remember Vince Lombardi's grandson, who coaches in the NFL, was a guest speaker at a banquet. I was the guest, or I was an MC of whatever. For the, it was a really good group of people done on Walnut Street. Alexandria.
Oh yeah, that was a good guy. That was Jerry. That was
Good people.
Very,
it was
very
a great
popular.
class.
Yeah.
But anyway, he said, I go to church on a regular basis. I never miss Holy Day. He said, but you won't see me because I'm in the last pew at the far end. I walk in just before it starts, and I walk out the moment the priest says, go in peace. He says, because you know what I hate? That damn sign of peace thing. I don't want to shake somebody's hand in church.
Yeah, that was awkward. And then anyway, yeah. And then did your church hold hands through the Our Father?
I've been to churches that do.
Yeah.
And it would be the last time I went to that church.
That's weird. And then at the cathedral, people would go connect with the aisles. You go out into the aisle because they get back across the aisle. You know what I mean?
Hate that. What was the thing years ago, about 10
I don't
years
think
ago?
they do that anymore.
Did it really happen, or was it a scam? Or not a scam, but where people were going to hold hands across the country?
There was something like that back in the 80s.
I was in it.
Now,
Hands Across America. I was in it in Arizona. I was in that. And I went out and I drove probably, I'm not kidding you, probably 30 miles outside of Phoenix because it was getting less and less. And it wasn't, I don't think they connected everybody.
I mean, you would have had to go
But-
through like Death Valley.
Right. It was
1986 is when that
86.
Oh,
happened.
that's far back.
Yep. I was part of that.
So how far did it? So you're saying it started at like the Pacific Ocean?
Yeah, I guess L.A. I don't know, San Francisco. I'm not sure.
How far did it go?
Well, I think they.
I mean,
there were
did it
people
actually?
There were people holding hands across the country.
Yes,
it's just it wasn't one continuous.
Yeah, there were breaks.
There were breaks.
Yeah.
Okay, there were breaks.
Tough to get. Well, think about that. From
That's what I mean.
L.A. to Arizona.
Or
I
like
mean,
through
that's-
Kansas or Nebraska, one of those states?
Yeah.
Or
Anyway, why did you bring that up? Oh, because of the sign
holding
of
hands.
peace.
That was another thing I would never do.
And I don't know. We all must have done it at one time, like at noon or something. But I remember doing that. My sister, who lived in Phoenix, because I was living in L.A. then, went down there. I said, let's do that. And we drove, and there was just tons and tons of people, like in the first 5 miles.
5 million people, apparently.
They really did?
Yes. And it was at 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
on that day.
Yeah.
But they did get 5 million
Yes.
people to do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was kind of coming off the whole USA for Africa and we
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
world.
we're the world,
and all-
yeah.
But
Yep.
I don't remember anybody walking down the line shaking us down for money, although I would do that now. Just even though
Sure you would. Yeah.
But there wasn't really a fundraiser. It was more of a symbol.
Awareness, yeah.
I saw a good thing. Howard Stern with Billy Joel,
Oh,
and they were
yeah.
talking about the behind the scenes "We Are the World" thing, and it talked about how Bob Dylan was too shy to actually do a solo, and I forget who it was. But no, Bob, just "We Are the World." We are and everybody thought, "Oh my God, Dylan's gonna kill this guy for you," because they thought he was mocking him. Dylan, all right, I can do that.
Yeah.
And he did. But Billy Joel, there was parts he wasn't. Cindy Lauper was next to him because he said they didn't know if this was going to. He goes,
Right.
This reminds me of a Pepsi commercial.
Right.
And then he said, well, there are parts I didn't see you in. He goes, well, it was an all-day thing. And he said, they had the greatest deli tray and beer. He said, me and Springsteen would go over and have sandwiches and beer.
That's
and
incredible who they got together.
Mind-boggling
But I
when you
don't know
see
if it was Pepsi. I think that she's talking about the Coke commercial, right?
Yeah,
Like to teach
but
the
she
world
said
to sing.
Pepsi,
That's
yeah.
what that would be, right? That would be that kind of.
And there was a
event.
lot of, with all those egos and personalities,
Right.
there was some backbiting going on.
Oh, I
in
can
there, and
imagine.
I can't believe he's getting a solo or she's not. Or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
What do you got? You got
Breaking
something?
news. Brian Johnson, my
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
President of the city
Is he
council, by the
listening?
way.
Because I want to say, Brian Johnson, I'm not even lying about this, Brian. I've eaten 19 million brats in my life. Those venison brats you gave me are the best brats I've ever tasted. Ever. And I've eaten 4 of them in 2 days. But here's the deal. I had never had them not grilled before, and I don't think I'm ever going to grill the brat again. I boiled them, and then I baked them in the oven. They were better than grilled. Honest to God.
Can't
I'll bring
believe
some
that.
down. I swear to God.
So, Jim, let's back up. We were talking about parking in Green Bay and city street parking. And
And we have it downtown, very, very aggressive.
right.
Unbelievable.
On Broadway, which is right across the river from us, which is also retail businesses, not dissimilar to Washington Street. And somebody said they're getting parking meters. And I'm like, I know that's been proposed, but I mean, there is a process of approval, right?
Okay.
City council,
Sure.
the mayor. So Brian Johnson, who's the president of the city council and actually runs Broadway too, he sent me a text. So he's obviously listening. They have not been approved.
Oh.
They were recommended in our most recent parking study. Steve Grenier told us that. Just as they were recommended in the last study. Council denied their installation 6 years ago when Steve brought it forward. I was there. When the new study came out, a local TV station did an interview with Pierlot. Remember we had Chris Pierlot on the show?
That's
He does-
correct. That's
okay.
the one I was referencing.
And he said they were going in this summer based on the study recommendation. That was not proper, as council had not approved it. So
So it's not finalized.
it's not finalized.
Thank you,
The
Brian.
plan is to hold some.
You hear
You
it
get
first.
it
But
first.
so
There you go.
this is typical government, and I love Brian, but the plan is to hold some informational meetings before taking a vote. What do you think's going to happen at those information? Yeah, put them in. We love it. Yeah, I not only want you to pay for parking, but if I'm over 6 minutes, I want you to give me a $22 ticket. Why have those informational meetings? It's like. Anyway, this is very different council, so I don't know where the wind will blow yet, but it's definitely not authorized right now.
Than's Brian.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that.
Thank you for listening,
And thank you for the venison brats.
And he is coming on my Lean Local show too because he's got a pretty good pulse on the city in terms of being not just the president of the council, but a lot of development and that public market we talked a little bit about, and the whole shipyard, and there's some other stuff going on this side of the river, and he's pretty plugged
Okay,
in.
what can happen? Okay, because I told you we're going back 10 years when I was involved with a group trying to build. Well, actually, it was in conjunction with the baseball stadium we thought we were going to have over
That-
that. And I don't want to get into that. Okay,
go.
but anyway, it was all in conjunction with
unethical.
that. So I did a lot of groundwork, boots on the ground, in that area to like where the stadium would be best and the whole thing.
Totally, we bought. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
But
so did I.
so what I'm saying is though, in being over there, and it's just a blighted kind of old, but the potential is so great looking across that river. And I know we don't have a skyline, but whatever you want to call a skyline in Green Bay, from over there, it's pretty cool. I don't know how many people have ever sat there at sunset and looked at that skyline of Green Bay looking east. You know what I mean? Because there's no reason to. You're not going to stop and walk around that neighborhood. A little bit,
No, well, there's coal piles right next door to where that was proposed, and
but what's going there? Is something?
Yeah, there's some things that's just.
So I think that is a very, very. I think the potential there is very high for something cool.
Yeah, that and what we have in the city of Green Bay, and everybody's got their strength, but one of them is the Fox River.
Well,
there's not a river flowing through Lambeau. They have a lot of great things going on, and that stadium would have been perfect, but the council screwed that up. Now they lost their elections after that, but it was like you win the battle, lose the war type thing. But that is a beautiful area, so I want to talk to Brian more about that when he comes on the show, Johnny. But it's really
a natural, beautiful area.
It is, but and it's going to be a natural park, and they got some. They got a lot going on in that area that should have been a baseball
guy
stadium.
used to be big on that. The guy used to wear the bow ties.
Kevin.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Yeah. He's big on that too, yes.
One of the things, and I remember talking to Garrett Bader.
Good guy.
They were talking at that time, and I didn't quite get it, but about the storage container type shops
Container
or something. Yeah.
You take that's going to happen.
Okay.
You take train cars, which are, how long are those things? And then you just set those up in some kind of design, and they become containers for retail restaurants.
So you don't have to build. I mean, it's
right. They're there.
Just move them there.
But I think there's got to be some infrastructure to that, right? You got to have electricity, heat, water.
I would love to live in a train car.
Do you know how hot that would be?
I'd be okay.
Or cold? No. Although they make a lot of houses out of train cars.
Yeah.
And there's some very unbelievable designs, cutting in windows and
stacking them.
Right.
I think that'd be awesome.
Container park.
When I was a kid, one of my dreams
just
was
become
to be
a hobo.
That was one of my dreams.
Yeah.
That was one of my dreams. I'm not even joking about that. That was one of my dreams. To spend a year just traveling around, hopping trains and things like that. And do you remember this song?
I just want to say, John, I think that was every kid's dream.
Yes,
I mean,
sure it was.
even and we came from two different
Didn't it seem
backgrounds,
like-
but absolutely
my God,
to
it's-
jump
yeah.
on it. Was there a show, or was it just Petticoat Junction? What made us so? That would be a
Something with
that would be
trains,
a
yeah.
cool life.
Absolutely, no
With
question.
a little,
What song were you thinking of?
Gentle on my mind. Oh man, you had it.
Right.
I was thinking the same thing.
Todd is like radar and mash.
Yeah, right.
You think
Sign
something,
here.
and somehow it goes into his mind.
yeah.
Love this song.
It's a great song.
Great song.
It is.
And a lot of people recorded this. Glenn Campbell said the reason why his did so well, he picked up the tempo a little bit. Everybody else did it a little bit slower and a little bit more
I'm
sad.
trying to think of
That's cool.
Who is this?
Who's this?
This is Glenn Campbell.
Oh, this guy. Okay, who did the original? I want to say it wasn't Lee Green. No, that was. I can't think of it. But the part where he's talking about wraps his hands around a mug in a train yard, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I think that would have been the most fun thing ever.
Yeah. It still would be.
Yeah.
And stomping out
I
in all
agree.
the towns for the women. Is that what you're saying, Mino? Because that's what the song is about.
Is it?
Yeah, having girlfriends all over the place.
What?
Swinging into town, swinging back
what?
out.
Okay.
Hey, you want to come by my campfire? Bring your own soup. All right, guys, let a quick break. Back up this.
You're listening to Civic Media. You can tune into any of our live shows on any radio station across the state with the Civic Media app. Find us in your phone's app store and listen anytime, anywhere.
The clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us. And some other woman's crying to her mother 'cause she turned and I was gone.
Are you sure that's Glenn Campbell?
Dude, this is Glenn Campbell. 100%.
Silence, tears of joy might stain my face, and a summer sun might
His voice is a little higher here, but it's him.
Something. Are you sure?
It's fat. Like you said, the tempo's faster.
Who's the first guy that came out with it, though?
Let me look it up. I know who you're talking about. I can't.
I think it was his only hit, but he used to be on Glenn Campbell's show sometimes. I used to love that
John
show.
Hartford.
Johnny Hartford.
Yep.
That's it. Johnny Hartford. Johnny Hartford. I think it was his only song. That's one of my all-time favorite songs.
Yeah, those one
a
and
good
done
song.
guys
Great
are-
song. Great song. Glenn Campbell used to be good. And those shows.
yeah.
Oh,
Todd,
there's nothing better.
I know what I was going to ask you about. I forgot to ask you this a couple of weeks ago. On New Year's Eve, what did you do when you were like 13?
Well, you had to
Is that-
watch.
just think I say it on the radio.
Dick Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you have your little, when I was
Tape
probably
recorder?
tape recorder?
Yep.
I bet I've still got the cassette when they would do the top songs of the year.
Yep.
I'd record those songs, and that's what you'd have to listen to.
So Casey Kasem growing up, I lived, south of Oshkosh at the time, but we got WIXX in Green Bay, and we got what was WOSH in Oshkosh.
Okay.
One of them ran Casey at 8 p.m., I believe, and one ran it at 9.
Okay.
So you'd listen to the 8 p.m., and if you missed a song on the 8 p.m.,
Oh,
you'd
you'd get
switch
it
over to
next
IXX, but you always had your tape recorder ready to get
Always,
the songs.
always.
Yep.
And even with, like watching the Glenn Campbell show, the Johnny Cash show, who else? Somebody else had one.
Did Roy Clark have a show?
Well,
He had Hee Haw.
Oh, he had Hee Haw.
Although they had some pretty good guests on
Actually,
Hee Haw.
he was unbelievable.
I like that show.
I
I know
did
it's
too.
corny, but man,
They had great music on that
Did you
show.
see Roy Clark when he was in Green Bay?
Yeah.
He was great.
Yeah, I saw him at the Carlton.
I think you're lying to me.
1982.
He was-
I drove over from Flint.
No, it wasn't 82.
To see Roy Clark.
He was great, and just there's a guy, as someone who did lighting and waitered there, he was probably one of the nicest performers.
I could see
To
you being
people-
a good. I could see you being a good waiter.
Oh yeah.
I could see you being like no nonsense waiter.
Well, I know how to be. I like to be treated.
Yeah.
And you treat people like
Yeah.
you want to be treated.
Yeah, I could see that.
I'd clean up when I was a waiter.
Yeah, I could see that.
I did.
Okay, we got to talk about something. The three of us.
Oh, customer service.
No.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, that. Don't even get me started.
I
on
want
that.
to get. I think we should visit that someday. Maybe not today, but I'm afraid it's gone down a little bit. But anyway, go ahead. What do you talk about?
I think we should look into buying Jill's. The three of us. It's got a boarding house. We could live there. Todd.
so for
Okay.
everybody listening who doesn't know what Jill's is, let's let
Jill's-
them know.
Legendary bar in downtown Green Bay on Bodart Street.
And it's on Bodart Street, which is it's downtown. It's not on Washington Street. It's a place that you can go to, and it's an old Green Bay bar. It's got a cool ambiance when you walk in, but it's got that tiki bar thing in the back, which I think is like totally underrated. They don't promote. Well, they don't really advertise. People who know it know it. So you say it's got a place to live.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
What-
not
what
looking
has
for a
been one
place
of
to
my
live.
dreams?
Todd's
What
not
has
looking for a
been
place to live.
one
I
of
think
my dreams
might be
that
a
I
little
talked to you guys
selfish
about.
motivation
What's
here,
been
but
one of
go
my
ahead.
dreams since I was like 7?
I don't know, live in a bar.
Living upstairs of a bar. So that on Sunday mornings you could go down, you could play the jukebox and shoot pool by yourself. That's always been a dream of mine. Todd?
I mean, yeah.
I actually had a job one summer when I was in high school, Sunday mornings, cleaning a bar.
Ugh.
I got fired. I didn't do a good job. And I showed up late. I only
Bring-
lasted like 2 weeks.
Bring your chisel. Ugh.
I was a good bar. I mean, the Nagani bars were good. They weren't. I mean, there's all the, you know.
Didn't you have to clean up puke and all that?
No. I would have done that.
Yeah.
Put that
But anyway,
orange
Jill's
stuff.
Bar.
Do they still
okay.
make that orange stuff? Remember that?
At school?
Puke in school, and so you'd always get that big bag of orange stuff that the janitor threw. Can you think of a worse job?
No.
You know what?
I can't.
I'm going to tell you something.
I can't.
think the most
God bless-
underrated,
Oh.
yes, people that do not get enough credit, high school
Janitors.
janitors
Oh,
or
my
custodians.
God, totally.
High school, or not even high school, school custodians
Right.
do not get the credit they deserve.
Right. They should be paid right up to with the teacher.
Absolutely.
Or the superintendent. Oh, man. I agree. And do you remember your custodian?
Joe Crotch.
Yes, I remember ours too.
Joe Krotz, he would pick you up on the bus at 7 o'clock in the morning ever. He would take you home at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Whenever there was a basketball game, no matter where it was, he would drive the bus. He'd be there at
That
firing
guy
up the
should get a
boilers at
medal.
6 o'clock the next morning. And he would have the orange stuff when you puked.
Yep.
Yeah.
They'd come walk right into the room.
Yep.
Yeah.
Custodians do not get enough credit.
Yeah. There's got to be a custodian day. You know,
There
'cause
should be.
Well, I think if there's not, I'm sure there is. There's, if you got a, English toffee day, bubble bath day, there's got to be a custodian
It's
day.
also Take the Stairs Day, something of which I've been doing a lot of, taking the stairs.
The elevator's broke?
No, I take it. I don't go up.
Okay.
But I do take the stairs down here every morning.
Okay. Doing steps.
Yeah.
Is
Is good for you.
Oh, my God. So we at City Hall would run the steps, 6 floors and a basement. So really 7 floors. And I think if you ran the steps up and down, I don't know how many times was the Statue of Liberty, but that is great, great, great exercise.
Yeah.
But man, that gets your heart up there. Whew. No.
So fast. Unbelievable.
There-
Today,
I was going to say at Western, they have that stair climber. I'm sure they
Oh,
have
yeah,
it at the
yeah,
Y and
yeah.
at the. Did you join?
Stairmaster.
Did you join?
yeah.
Okay.
I was in the class.
No, I thought you were going to join that Croc Center.
I am. But I'm waiting
January
until
8th.
after Quitters Friday, which is this Friday.
Okay.
So I want to wait until after that. I want
Thin out
for
the
all,
crowd.
all the people that
Right.
are joining just for their first, I got this new resolution.
Right,
I'm going to
okay.
lose 50 pounds,
Right.
of which I am one of them. But I just don't want to be, you know what I mean? I
So-
don't want to be categorized.
They're going to quit on Friday,
hey,
so
that's
you can
John.
find a machine on Monday.
That's mine over there.
Yeah.
That's him?
Yeah. Look at ooh.
How long?
He's bigger than I thought.
How long do you think he's going to last?
Right.
Month and a
Pool
half.
going.
Then he'll
Oh, you
just-
mean they're or living?
No, working out.
Oh, working out. Okay. Yeah.
Living? What is that? Where'd that come from?
How long is he going to last?
I told you my blood pressure is way down.
And Dr. K was super
He was
impressed
super
with
impressed.
that. He liked that a lot.
Yeah, and I'm not even joking. I can bring you in a report, my doctor's report from like 2 years ago, where it was mind-boggling high, like ridiculously high, like 180 over 95. Okay, now it's 120 over 77,
Yeah, that's really
and
good.
I credit it to walking. And I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, you have less.
I think you're eating better.
I'm
and
eating
stuff,
better.
too.
I think you got a little less stress in your life now.
I got more.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You did not have a good job before you came here.
I had a horrible job before I came here. War on Poverty Day is today.
Huh.
Typing Day is today. And Argyle Day. We were talking about something, Todd. You might be a little too young for this, but did you have older sisters or younger?
Older.
They may have had a class that was required for the girls only back in my day. Shorthand.
Oh, yeah. I don't think they did, I think.
Okay. I took typing.
I did too.
Yeah, did we have to take that in high school? We did, didn't we?
You didn't have to.
No?
No. But
Okay, I took that. Argyle. Well, I got an Argyle vest.
Right, Clark? Yesterday, when I was mayor, there was not a hint of grayness in my hair.
Okay, we'll get out with this guy. All right, we're going to be right back.
When I was mayor, there was not a glimpse of grayness in my hair.
I teased at life as if it were a foolish game.
You're an organ donor, right? Well, here's a tragic fact. Approximately 20 people die each day waiting for precious donated organs. You could make a life-saving decision simply by getting that important dot on your driver's license. That little dot shows those who need to know that you've made a decision to donate organs at a critical time. Go to heroicdeed.com to learn more about the importance of organ donation and how you can make your wishes known. Talk to your family. Get the dot. Save lives. heroicdeed.com.
For WGBW and WISS News, I'm Lisa Hale. There will be a primary next month to narrow down the field of candidates for state superintendent. Savannah Tomei Olson reports.
3 people are running for the position, including current superintendent Jill Underly. Vying to unseat her are Jeff Wright, superintendent of the Sauk Prairie School District, and Brittany Kinzer, an education consultant in Milwaukee. Both Wright and Kinzer gathered the 2,000 signatures necessary to be on the ballot for the primary in February and submitted their paperwork to the Wisconsin Elections Commission. Wright has the endorsement of the largest teachers union in the state.
It's very unusual for the teachers union and for administrators associations to take on an incumbent, but I think it's a real statement about the change that they feel is needed to make sure our schools are heading in the right direction.
The state superintendent leads the Department of Public Instruction, which oversees Wisconsin's 2,200 public schools. The department has about 600 employees. On February 18th, voters will narrow it down to 2 candidates in the primary and then choose the next superintendent.
Americans
April
won't
1st.
have to worry about unpaid medical bills damaging their credit reports and scores for much longer. Brittany Merlot has more.
The Biden administration is finalizing a rule that will end the inclusion of medical debt on credit reports and ban lenders from using certain medical information in loan decisions. The rule will remove an estimated $49 billion in medical bills from the credit reports of about 15 million people. The Bureau's director said people who get sick shouldn't have their financial future appended. The measure, which was proposed last June, takes effect 60 days after it is published in the Federal Register. Those with medical debt on their credit reports could receive a 20-point boost in their credit score. This is also expected to lead to the approval of about 22,000 additional mortgages every year.
I'm Lisa Hale for WGBW and WISS News. For news anytime, visit civicmedia.us.
Take Mino and the Mayor with you anywhere. Download the Civic Media app today from the Apple Store or Google Play Store. And text the studio directly, all from the Civic Media app. Download it today. Now, once again, here's Mino and the Mayor, John Mino and Jim Schmidt.
Hey, thank you very much. Welcome back. Mino and the Mayor. Got a text here. I once heard an NWTC instructor
Love them.
That parking meters are unconstitutional, but it would cost an absolute fortune to litigate it. What are Jim's thoughts on that?
I haven't heard that. If it was, we would litigate it. And there are law firms out there that just do things for nothing, just for the public good. Or I just remember when we put that nativity scene up, which wasn't the smartest thing I ever did. And we got this call from this company in Virginia. We'll defend you for free. And they came up here. So I think that's unconstitutional. There's people who fight those things, but I don't know why that would be.
I thought of Todd driving through Rosendale last week or 2 weeks ago because they had a really big nativity scene, like right downtown on the thing. And you don't see many of those anymore, right? Because that's kind of a...
Well, there's that Freedom from Religion organization, very small, a couple people.
But they make noise.
Oof, and the media picks up on that. So that could have been private property, too. I mean, ours was obviously public. And anyway, I said the defense on that was handled by someone. And if parking meters were unconstitutional, I mean, they're all over. I mean, they're all over the United States. So I don't know about that.
You said something real early this morning. We were talking about that. Were you just like blowing smoke, or were you legit that competitors would park in front of their competitor stores so customers couldn't? Is that legit?
Yeah, that's that. Look, parking meters were put in. This is my understanding. I could be wrong on this, but my understanding was parking meters were not put in as a revenue source. They were put in to help turn traffic, right? Because you don't want someone parking in front of your store, especially if you're retail, coffee shop, restaurant, to park in front of there for
all day,
and,
right?
And take
I agree with that.
And what was happening is that people wouldn't park in front of their store because they want customers,
right? But
they would go and park in front of someone else's store.
That's dirty pool.
Yeah, well, that happened.
I mean, when I do it, but still.
So I think that's why. And then whether it's 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour, 30, whatever.
My biggest complaint: why is it so expensive? I mean, it's a minor infraction for going a minute, and happens here. We'll go 2 minutes over, and somebody gets a 20. Why does it have to be $22? $10, $7. I remember when it was like $7. You know what? $7.
Yeah.
22 and then 34.
I'd like
that the penalty really goes way beyond the crime.
Mm-hmm. Like Oshkosh, when we were there, did we park at a meter? I don't remember doing that.
You did not.
We were in a lot.
You were in a lot.
It was a lot. So maybe that's the answer. But what we're doing here in Green Bay, I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. I don't. I think it upsets people. We got a text today from someone who said they moved their business out because of the parking. But I don't know. I think this is a bigger issue. And one of the problems with parking meters is if you don't use them, you don't really care. Right? I mean, like I live out here, or I live there. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it's an economic deterrent, I think, if they're as aggressive as some people are. It'd be interesting. But Madison, those guys are constantly walking around because they want turnover at the Capitol, too. I mean, those guys are always walking around the Capitol. You got to feed those meters. But,
the Capitol, when I've gotten to the Capitol, there's a parking garage within walking, about a block or so away.
And that's nice. It's only two
really
stories.
Nice.
That's not a ramp. You're right. That's easy. Yeah, you park on the street there, you got to keep an eye on your meter. But I don't know.
But is it $22? I think Appleton's like 20, isn't it, Todd? What's Oshkosh? Do you know?
It's not that much.
No, I don't think it is. What is it? I thought that Madison was more than that. I know I paid it, but we'll see.
All right.
Yes.
What are they? Okay, can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
I know these are great friends of yours at Schreiber.
Huh?
Wonderful organization.
Oh, yeah.
Was there ever anything in the green space they have out here? I mean, did there used to be businesses there, or has that always been vacant? I mean, that's a prime piece of real estate right across the street from us. What was that?
The mall.
Oh, that was part of the mall?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I missed that thing. I will debate that with you till the day I die. The downtown mall was a wonderful place.
Oh, God, John. I don't know. No, our listeners are interested in relevant happenings.
But it brought people downtown.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it
took
did.
up way too much space.
I was in Alloway and I came downtown to go to the mall.
Okay, how much tax base did that mall
everything
generate?
doesn't have to be
No, I agree.
tax.
That's why we
and
built the city
finances,
deck.
Jim.
We built
There's
this
something about
Zip and
quality
Pippin.
of life.
Right. I agree
Quality
with that
of
too.
life.
Uh-huh.
That downtown mall was a big piece in the quality of living in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and the surrounding areas.
Show me a downtown
People would come
mall
from the
that's
UP
working.
all the time just to go to the Green Bay Mall. That's what they called it, the Green Bay Mall.
Yeah. Great.
It was huge.
And then people from Green Bay would go to the Appleton Mall. People from the Appleton Mall would go to the Milwaukee Mall. Everybody goes south, and it didn't generate the money. Why would businesses leave? The businesses don't leave because of taxes. They don't leave because of the utility bills. They leave because of
I heard it's
sales.
because of the mayor bad-mouthing them. I heard it. That's what they told me.
I'll tell you what,
but the
McDonald's-
mayor bad-mouthing them
when-
and telling people not to go there.
When's the last time you saw McDonald's leave? Like never? They left the
I
mall.
heard they were chased out. Just the rumor I heard. I'm just being honest with you. All right.
John, and I think the community's moved on. And we have a beautiful building that employs 700 people, and it's a leader in their industry, and we're very proud to have that as one of our anchors in the downtown. Schreiber Foods. Love them.
When's the last time you saw 700 people in that building? Let's be honest. Kim Jong-un is 43. Is that North Korea's guy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A whack job. Isn't he, though?
Oh, man.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
I heard his sister's just as bad.
Yep.
But I'm going to say something
Anybody who
that's...
kills their uncle.
I'm going to say something that's very creepy. I don't want anybody to hold this against me. She's kind of hot. His sister.
Yeah, maybe.
She is. Todd,
Yeah, maybe.
Todd, yes or no?
I've not seen her.
Take a look. Take a look. Terrible human being. Terrible, terrible
So
person.
how can you see any beauty in that?
I don't, Jim. I'm just saying aesthetically. That's all I'm saying. Just being honest. Bob Eubanks is 87. Bob Eubanks, one of the greatest game show hosts of all time.
Yeah, I can't believe he's still living. That guy was, wow.
He was young when he started.
He must have
Very
been.
young. Yep.
He must have been like in his 20s when he started.
Had great hair. It's the dating game.
Newlywed game.
I mean, the newlywed game.
That, wow.
Yeah. That was so popular. Oh, man. It would be like 4 o'clock in the afternoon it would come on.
Yeah. That whole era, though, because didn't Chuck Lowry just die? And wasn't he 87?
Chuck Woolery?
Well, Woolery.
Yeah, he passed away.
Right.
He had great hair, too.
I think
that's why I never got a job as a game show host.
You think?
I had that bad era of hair. Oh, my God. I got to be honest with you. I got to be honest with you guys on stuff. And I'm the last person in the world that's going to critique my looks in a positive way. Okay? Last person ever. I found a picture of me from, I think it was Dom's second birthday. Man, I had good head of hair. Mm-hmm. Really jet black and just coiffed. It was it's like, what happened? It was coiffed. I don't know what happened.
Okay, I want to talk about
Todd, I don't get this. Dead Elvis Presley and David
today.
Bowie.
No, today is his birthday.
No, he died in August.
His birthday would have been today, and David Bowie's
77.
birthday would have been today.
All right.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
They're both born in the same. Did you know this? I just read this last night. Don bought me a great book on little-known facts.
Wonder if he read it before he gave it to you.
Yeah. Regift. Go ahead, John.
Elvis Presley?
Yeah.
Had blonde hair.
Yes, that's true. Dirty blonde.
Yes.
And
He had blonde
dyed
hair
it.
and used shoe polish.
Yes.
To dye his hair.
That's correct. Early on, I think yeah.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
He was a blonde. That's unbelievable.
Some guy's making a book out of that kind of stuff.
Well, no, it's just one fact. It's
no,
like little-known
facts.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's did you know? And half the reason I think a lot of the responses to did you know? And would
I'll
people,
bring this book in.
No, don't, because my response would be like, "Do I care?" Should be the.
Well, there's a lot of things you talk about I could not care less about, and I still patiently listen in a polite manner. That's the way my mom brought me up.
All right, bring the book.
Yeah, I will bring the book. It's a good book. It's a great book.
That would be kind of fun. Get some trivia in there, I'm sure.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's a great book.
Yeah.
Good morning, boys. I stopped going to the Green Bay Mall after I had a baby, as there were no shopping carts in any of the stores. Karen.
No, Karen, she's right. They're just everything about that. I don't want to dwell on that mall. It's just, John, nothing was working. Square foot sales were unbelievably
It wasn't promoted
there
well enough.
There was some,
a
few
Paul,
of you guys.
Paul, Green Bay people. No, not even just Green Bay. Oshkosh, Appleton people.
Yeah, we got to
because I know you people used to come up here too. Okay.
Well, and
Appleton.
Oshkosh lost their mall too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Was, you name it, they all did. That
Fond du Lac no longer has a mall.
Right.
Green Bay Downtown Mall.
And I'm saying downtown malls are the ones that really folded. Wausau, that was next to the James Street Inn. They may be hanging on, but those things were built with urban renewal money.
You know the mall I used to
It wasn't built by some entrepreneur that said this there was a lot of federal money into that. And then their appearances weren't good. It was like a...
Well, it became a little bit of a hangout for...
Exactly.
Kids that...
and wasn't policed properly. They didn't spend any money on security.
My favorite mall I've ever been to was the Grand Avenue
That's a good
Mall
one.
in Milwaukee.
That's gone too.
It's gone. But that was cool, man. It was like historic. It's kind of, it was just... I loved that.
Yeah.
But I think they had gang issues in some of those in Milwaukee, and that's one of the reasons that people stopped going. Yeah. So, but I'm going to do a quick poll here, Jim. Green Bay Downtown Mall, miss it? Yes or no? I say yes, 1-0. Miss it? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm no. So it's
okay. So we're tied. All right, Todd, miss it?
I
say yes.
Did you?
I liked it.
Yeah, that's a yes. 2-1.
I would drive up from
I would drive down.
Rosendale.
I would drive down from the UP just to go to that mall. No other reason, just to come to that mall.
Well,
because it was so cool. It was just like
anything up there.
Slice of heaven. Yes. I bet I win this pool. You want to bet? On a wager?
That's not really a good, fair question to me, though. I mean,
why isn't it?
Would you prefer a $40 million entity or a $4 million?
Because it doesn't affect
cares.
me.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it does.
Well, no, it does. It
but
really
it doesn't.
does.
It's kind of like the parking.
Did my taxes go down once you got rid of the mall? Did they? Did my property taxes go down
once we built Schreiber? They didn't go up as much.
But they didn't go down. They still went up.
Yeah.
So how did it affect me?
Jobs, drawing more people here. Anyway, I love the Green Bay Mall.
How about all the people that lost their jobs? From the mall.
Okay. No, this is a great text.
All right.
Read that one.
I love the Green Bay Mall, and I do miss it.
John, comma. But it ran its course long before it shut down.
That is true.
That is so true. It was
dying. But I think malls in general really are not what they were.
That is true. I think there's a lot of truth to that. But
which is a shame because they basically tore apart a lot of downtowns.
What they should have done in that courtyard area had music, live bands come in and different. There's just so much they could have done, and they did nothing, and it just went down and down.
I was there Saturday morning. Doug Heim and the music machine?
The dance machine.
The dance machine was there. That was really popular. It was.
Yeah, that was the rebound.
You're listening to Civic Media. Find the latest news, information, and archives of all your favorite shows on the Civic Media website, civicmedia.us.
Hey, welcome back. Okay. That last vote doesn't count.
It does.
It doesn't?
She listens every day.
I don't miss that bleeping mall. Donna Schmidt.
She didn't say bleep.
Yeah, Todd took it out. I saw when he was writing that first.
No.
You
Thank
can
you,
take
honey.
that downtown mall and shove it. Donna Schmidt.
Wow. You got a revitalized Northland Hotel. You've got
best thing ever happened in Green Bay was the mayor knocking that damn thing down.
There you go. Love it.
Mrs. Schmidt, Appleton, Wisconsin. Wow.
Anyway, we're going to talk.
You can take that bleeping mall.
I want to. Let me do a
Father
little,
Schmidt.
Yeah.
Kimberly. Okay.
We do a little self promotion here. I have that show on Sundays, right? Lean Local with Jim Schmidt. I am having the next. I have the people coming in from Ashwaubenon to talk about the 2025 development, and the mayor coming in from Green Bay, and then the mayor coming in from De Pere. And development is not holding on to losing propositions. It's making the bold move to change it, and we're going to talk about that. And the community, there were a lot of John Minos back then when we tore that down, and I'm glad they didn't chain themselves. People used to chain themselves to trees when the new highway went through. Nobody did that, but people were like, this is the best thing we have. It's like, ooh. Anyway, those are difficult things, and we're going to talk about that. And how do you get the public on your side to make significant changes? That is not easy.
I agree.
And that was 20 years ago, and you're still hanging on.
I mean, I can definitely see the dilemma type thing.
Oh, yeah, because, and the other thing is that if you tear something down and you say there's going to be something new, they may not believe that something new is going to come to fruition. And it's like, why did you do that? You know what I mean? So
Vicky here says, I miss all malls. I bet you, Vicky, were you a mall rat?
You see?
Back in the day? Were you a mall rat? I always wanted to be one, but we didn't have a mall. You had to go to Marquette to go to the mall. I remember the first time I walked in when they built the mall in Green Bay, in Marquette. It was like, oh my God, I'm in Disneyland. I mean, this is unbelievable.
And people can argue the Mall of America, but that's got a roller coaster. That is an attraction. But the biggest mall is not the Mall of America. Everybody thinks it is. It's actually out in New Jersey, I think. But those things are. Those are events. There's music. There's roller coasters. There's cars.
Is that the one where Todd? Is that the one where George Kramer, Jerry, and Elaine went to buy an air conditioner and they couldn't find their car? I don't think there's ever been an episode of something more true to life than walking through parking ramps trying to find your car.
Yeah. Because they're different levels. And
my God. Yeah. I've gotten so lost at airports and different places trying to find my car. It's the best place there is to park in any airport I've ever been in my life is Milwaukee. I mean, the people come in off the plane. You literally walk down the hallway and boom, there's the parking ramp. And I even got in my phone. I went to a red E3.
And that's that level?
And that was there.
Yeah, that's a good level.
I can't say enough good things about the Milwaukee airport.
I love when you drive into that airport and it tells you how many spaces are available.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
Yeah. I think that's like great customer service. It's like somebody standing there saying, hey, there's...
Milwaukee airport is phenomenal.
And everybody wants to park on the floor so you don't have to take the elevator.
Yeah. I hate O'Hare. I hate going into O'Hare to pick somebody up or whatever, or drop somebody off.
I like the hotels that when you get into the elevator to go to the hotel and you parked in the ramp where they have the tag like A3, so you know what floor you're on. Because you always forget. Did you ever go there?
No, I never had that.
Let's just...
Those are the same hotels where you can take a bath with the candles.
In the bubble bath. Yeah.
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 I've never had that either, Jim.
Yeah. Whatever. Do they even have bathtubs in hotels anymore?
Yes. They have more jacuzzis.
Not all of them.
Well,
no, they're jacuzzis. But they have regular bathtubs. No, they're all jacuzzis now.
Okay. Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think the Comfort Inn has a jacuzzi. But
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. My favorite thing in the world is these little roadside motels out in the desert someplace. Because there are so many movies shot with those where a fugitive is running from the law or trying to get away from somebody and you're staying in one of those motels.
Now, see, that's what I would like to do. I'd like to own one of those motels someplace.
Yeah.
And, it be seasonal.
Yes.
Seasonal. Maybe a couple of people live there,
yes.
right?
Yes. Did you ever see this movie, Todd? It's a freaky movie, but it's really good. It's with Dakota Johnson. It's with John Hamm. I'm trying to think of the other big names. And it's about this motel that was right on the California-Nevada line. And literally in the line ran through the hotel. Like on one side, you could drink, and on the other, you couldn't in the hotel type of thing. So it was right in the center line. But here's the deal. It was a freaky, freaky show.
Bad times at the El Royale?
Yeah. And part of it is that the owner had a video camera, set up like through a two-way mirror or one-way or whatever. Okay. And they were showing it to him, and he's like, is that who I think it is? And they're like, we think so. John F. Kennedy. And there's a rumor that he got caught in one of those. He was filmed with some yada yada. And that was based on that. Was
Really?
Kennedy. Yes. Yeah.
Well, I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
there
And
was
that's
a
part of the
lot it.
basis of that movie. It's a weird movie, but really, you stay with it the whole time. What's the old word? Nowhere? Those old mystery movies, Noir. Nor, you know what I mean? Where it's a certain type of crime mystery sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
It was a remake of that type of thing. It's a great movie. You should see that. Really a great movie. Yeah.
I was reading about the jacuzzis. Sorry, I was listening, but I was reading about the jacuzzis in the Comfort Inn, and they have them. So,
they do?
Yeah, just reading that. $90 a night, too.
It's kind of expensive.
Except when the draft is in town.
Yeah, what's going to be for the draft?
$90?
I think that's expensive for a hotel.
I don't think that's too bad.
Really? You know what I used to stay? I told you I used to stay that one on Ashland.
The Starlight?
Yeah!
I love that big sign they
Me
used to
too!
have.
The sign's cool.
I felt like it was 1950s Las
sleep-
Vegas or
sleep
something.
with-
I loved the Starlight.
Sleep with the cockroaches in your gun.
And I had my little hibachi out on the sidewalk. I got to set our break.
Good idea.
To say, flashing lights against the sky, giving up, I close my eyes.
The national news cycle never stops, but it can be hard to find news about your local community. Civic Media is dedicated to providing quality local and state news coverage across Wisconsin. With the Civic Media app, you can get notifications about local stories that matter to you and your community. Find the free Civic Media app in your phone's app store and choose notifications from the menu to tell us what kind of news you want to hear about.